Imagine waking up every morning to a fresh, perfectly scheduled tweet, complete with an image. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to build a Twitter bot using n8n. This workflow runs daily, generates your content, and posts it automatically. It's 100% automated, zero code, and will save you hours of social media management time. Alright, so let's get started. So for the Twitter post that I'm going to do, it will be a funny dark joke that that I want to post every day. I'm not gonna be posting. I want to automate the posts. So I want every day to post a dark joke, and I want to add an image. So we'll be generating an AI image as well in this tutorial. So the first step it will be the trigger, which is going to be to the schedule. You want to pick that on a schedule trigger, and here you say trigger interval days between triggers 1, and this is the time that you want to post that tweet. I'm gonna put it at 8 a.m. and that's it. And uh, now we have the schedule trigger. The next step, I'm going to I want to message a module so I can get the dark joke. I want the AI to come up with a dark joke for me. So I'm just gonna use Gemini, Google Gemini, and you wanna pick message a module and create the credential. Um, if you don't have a credential, you need to create a new credential uh, by just going to open the docs and just follow the instructions. If you don't know how to do that, you can just check on YouTube or just search on Google on how to create a Gemini API credential for anything, and they will give you a good tutorial. So the resource is text message a module, and module choose a module. We're going to be using 2.5 flash, and in here I'm going to just tell it, give me a funny dark joke, and I'm gonna tell it immediately start with the joke. I said immediately start with the joke because usually the module will give you an output of here is the joke and blah blah blah. But I want the joke to start immediately so I can post it on Twitter as is. So just execute this step. Okay, here's the joke. Started immediately. My grandma always said, "One man stars, the man's treasure." Yep, that's the joke that we had. Now, now we have to store that joke in a Google Sheet or an Excel or whatever. You want to store it somewhere, so you don't want to post that same joke again in the future. I mean, for me, you don't have to do that, but I just want to make sure that the jokes are not repetitive. So for the first step, just go to Google Sheet, and you want to get rows. I want to get all the rows for the sheet so I can check if the joke is there already or not. Because if it is there, I'm going to restart the steps. I'm going to get a new joke and then check it again. And if it's there, I'm gonna check again. So just get rows in sheet, create a credential. It's very easy for here. You just sign in and that's it with Google account that you want to get the sheets from. So get row from document. I already have a sheet document that I created. So it's sheet number one, Let me just show you guys. So I have a bunch of jokes here. I have a lot of repetitive jokes. So I have 34. Okay, let me see. And yeah, let me execute. So 33 items. Uh, 33 because here it started from 2. It started from 2. This we don't get that because it's not a joke. It's just explaining this is a joke and this is the date. And it starts from 2 until 34, so that's 33 jokes. And yeah, we got 33. We got 33 over here. Okay, so um, now I want to uh, aggregate aggregate all rows together, and I'm going to explain why. But let me just do that first. Field name, the joke. I want to aggregate all jokes and put it all in just one array. The reason I did that because if you don't do that and you go to get rows sheets, it will it will it will check that uh, it will check 33 items, which we will do. Okay, let me just go and just create the next node, and then I will explain why, because it will be easier after I explain that next node. So in the next node is if statement, because we want to see if the joke is there, and it's an array because we aggregated everything, and we want to say if it exists, if that joke exists or not, and we put here, no, not exists, sorry, it's an array contains, it's contain, and the joke, you get the joke from message model, it's this one. So it's false, we don't have this joke over there. But let me put that joke just to show you guys that it will be true. And let me copy the date. My grandma said, okay, saved. Let me execute that step again. Hold on. It's not getting the it's saved here, so it should. Oh, I need to get the rows first because I changed something. So it's gonna be 34 instead of 33. Aggregate, execute, then if statement, execute this, so it's true. Okay, so the reason we did the aggregate, because if you don't do the aggregate, the if statement will run 33 times, and then it will execute everything after that for 33 times, and we don't want to do that. We want to, and we don't want to do that. So let's say it's false, so it's not, the joke is not there. Then we want to append the row in Google Sheet. We want to add that row, to add that joke into the Google Sheet, so we can save it later, and we know now that we have this joke, and so we don't post it again. Dark joke, sheet 1, x value to send. It's let me say, if it's true, you want to message the module again, so you get a new output. So let's execute. So it's false. What is the new joke? Let me see. The new joke is, why did the man get fired from the calendar factory? He took a few days off. Now we want to add that joke into the Google Sheet. Let me just get the, I'll add this, and for the date you just choose expression, curly brackets, and now dollar sign now is the date and the time as is. Okay, so now it appended that row into Google Sheet. This is the new joke that we just added. Okay, so if we don't do the aggregate, then it will add that joke 33 times, because it will keep checking for every row in the if statement. It will go 33 times, and then it will add that to it will append that joke to the sheet 33 times, and so on. It will do these steps 33 times. That's why we want to aggregate everything together so we can check it one time. I think that makes sense now, after I just explained it this way. So now okay, so now we have the joke, and we added that joke into the Google Sheet. Now we want to get an image. First of all, we need an image prompt that is related to that joke. So what we can do, message a module, Google Gemini, message a module. So what we can do here, okay, so we select this and we say, give me an image prompt for a Twitter post about dark jokes. And we say, here is the joke. We get it from here, we just put it here. Let me just expand this for a little bit. We go to a new line. We tell it, give me only one prompt, and immediately start with the prompt. Let's see the prompt that it will give us. A disgruntled man in a paper factory hat stands defiantly in a dimly lit calendar factory. So, is it related? Why did the man get fired from the calendar factory? He took a few days off. So it's related. It's a good prompt. A disgruntled man because he lost his job. Yeah. This scene should convey a sense of absurd dark humor with cinematic lighting. Yeah, that's a good prompt. Let me take this down here. Okay. Now we want to get that image. Okay, we want to generate an image using AI. So you guys can use, if you want, OpenAI in here, and you can select generate an image, or you can go to Google Gemini as well and generate an image over here. But these are actually you need to add funds to your account. In order to do that, you need to add funds into either Google Gemini or OpenAI. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do this with a free model. So we're going to use Hugging Face. This Hugging Face, just go to huggingface.co and sign up. It's free. You don't need to do anything. You just sign up, and after you sign up, go to models here and select text to image, because we want to give the prompt and then it will give us an image. And select let's select this one, flux 0.1 def, and in here you want to get the view code snippet. Go to HF interface API, JavaScript and then fetch. Okay, so here you need to copy this code, go to ChatGPT, so and and I already did this before. So take a snapshot of of this. Okay, so let me just say HTTP request. Take a snapshot of this, like this. Uh, yeah, and yeah, take a snapshot of this and tell it I want to add this field in the picture for n8n workflow using the code below, and add that code that we got here, copy this and add it, and then it will tell you the method. Then we go here, method is post the URL, go back, it gave us the URL, just copy this. Authentication, now it's none, go back, none. Now you need to send headers, just click on this, and for the first header it's authorization, copy this authorization, it needs to be exact spelling, and the value you want to, okay, for the value you want to get your API for Hugging Face. Let me just, you want to get your API for Hugging Face. So if you in here, you just go to access tokens here, click on this access token, and then it will give you an API, or you need to create a new API. It's easy. I can't really, if I have to add my password and I forgot my password here. So, but I already have this, I already have my API key. So you just go to access tokens, like I showed you, and just get your API key from there. But if you don't put the API key immediately, just put bearer first, and then your API key, and that's it. Then add a parameter, another parameter, because we need the content type. It's application/JSON. Add a new parameter called accept, because you need to accept that image as a type. Put it over here. See if there's anything else. Yes, there is. We need to add the input in here. Copy this code, and you want to send the body using JSON. Hold on, let me just make sure. Yeah, it's using JSON. Just copy paste it over here, but over here you don't need all these, just delete them. And for the input, this is our prompt. This is where we put our prompt that we got previously in here, but it needs to be inside the quotation marks. So you get this, delete here and put it over here. So it didn't put it where I want, so I just cut and paste. That's it. And now we add an option because of the response. We need it as a file. So response format file. That's it. So let's execute this step and see if it works. Okay, so there's an issue with that model that we picked. Let's go back, pick a new one. We don't need to change anything, a lot of things. So it's let's select this one. But in here the only difference will be the link. That's it. So copy this and paste it. payment required. Okay, so it looks like I used Hugging Face a lot. But let me see if I change model will it work or not. Let me check this one. Let me copy this. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to create a new account. Yeah, let me create a new account. I'm gonna pause this recording and I'll restart it once I create a new account. So because you guys don't need to see this, it's just a waste of time for you guys. Okay, so I just created a new account and added my new API key in here. Now I'm executing this step. We should get the image. So I didn't change anything. Right, it's the same as I showed you guys. That's it. And we should wait for the image right now. It usually takes a few seconds. Okay, there we go. Let's view that image. So let me see. What was the joke initially? I asked my grandpa if he could say a prayer before dinner, and he said, "Dear Lord, please forgive me for the whole portions." Okay, so it's related. Okay, that's a funny joke. Okay. Uh, okay. So it's trying it twice. That's probably the first time it's a joke. Okay. So now what we need is to upload that image into Twitter. You can't create a post and then add that image because let's see if we just select Twitter. Let's say create tweet. In here, you need a media ID to put in here so you can add that image. But we don't have that yet, and the way to do that is to upload that image into Twitter or X using HTTP request. And in here, I think it's better if you guys just follow my steps. If you need to pause uh, the video to copy to put the text the same. So the method is post. It's not get, and for the URL, it's this one. It's https uh, column / upload twitter.com 1.1 media 1.1 /media /upload.json. For the authentication, you need a generate credential type. No, sorry, you need a predefined credential type. And for the credential type, it's just search X OAuth API. So I already created my XOAuth account, but if you don't did that, if you haven't done that, you need to create a new credential. And in here, you need to go in here. Uh, then you go to developers.x.com. You want to make sure you logged in into that Twitter account that you want to post your tweets in. I am already in there, and you want to create and sign up in developers.x.com. Once you sign up, you will be put into this web page. In here, you want to go to apps. If you see your apps over here, if you haven't created an app, create a new one. But when I did my account, it was already created for me. So create app settings, go to user authentication settings, click edit, and in here make sure to select app permission read and write. Type of app is web app, and in the app info put these two links in here. If you go in here, it's this one, this link, copy it and put it here. It's this one, but you want to add a new link, change the OAuth 1 into 2 and add a new link there. It will ask your website URL. I don't have my own personal website, so I just put google.com and save. That's it. After you save, go into keys and tokens here, and API secret, key and secret. Just click on regenerate, and you should get your app and secret, and you should get your API key and secret, and you put it in here. You put those two, and then you save and connect your account, and that's it. It should work if you do it that way. So we added that account. Now you want to send the body, because we want to send the image file. Its body content types, form data, name, just select anything, just media, and the value, it's whatever the name that you got. The name is data, so you put data over here, and let's see if that works. Bad request, please check your parameters. Okay. Oh, it's not form data, it's binary file. In here, it's data. So, execute this step. Forbidden, please check your credentials. So, I expected this error. The reason why, it's the image type is weird. The n8n is giving that image type as in, I'm not sure what it is, but it's there's an issue with when you're giving that when you're uploading the image file in n8n into Twitter. So what you need to do, just you need to add a couple nodes here between where you got that image and between where you want to upload it to Twitter. So in here, you want to go extract from file. Sorry, extract from file and move file to base 64 string. Execute this step. After that, click a new node and then convert to file. Convert from base 64 string into the file. Get that here. Execute this step. There we go. So it's this way it will work. Your you're changing that file into base 64 string, and then you're converting it again to a file. So it's like it's playing with that image, so you can then upload it into Twitter. Let's execute this step. There we go. You see that? Now it worked. Now we just create the tweet. Twitter. Let's see. Create tweet. And in here you put the original joke that we got, and you want to add that image, the media ID. It's where we got that. When we upload it into Twitter, you get back a media ID. And I think we want to put the media ID string. Let's execute. There we go. Let's go into our Twitter page. This is my account that I will post my tweets. Let's refresh. And there we go. This is the joke, and this is the image that we got. I asked my grandpa, and it put the image there. Perfect. That's what we wanted to do. So it worked out great for us. Didn't really face many issues except for when we did the hugging face. Because I used hugging face multiple times in this month. Apparently, I exceeded my allotted amount. So if you guys ran into this issue, you probably need to add funds into Hugging Face, or you can add funds to your OpenAI account and generate an image using OpenAI. It's much simpler there, but Hugging Face I think is cheaper, and you can use it a few times for free. If you exceeded the allotted amount, uh, then you can create a new account, for example, and then do it again. So this was how we automated our posts in n8n, and we automated jokes, and we were able to upload images and add images to our post. So yeah, I guess this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or you learned something from this video. If you did and you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That would really help me a lot. And make sure to watch some of my previous videos. I did a bunch of other tutorials that can be useful for you guys. So yeah, have a good day, guys. See ya.